Hello everyone, welcome to my video on an important Python Tkinter project. In this video, we will write a program for bookstore management system in Python Tkinter with MySQL database to handle our data. So first of all, you have to set up MySQL database with MySQL Workbench, and then you have to search MySQL Workbench. Here you can type MySQL Workbench, okay, and then you will select this MySQL workbench, and when it will be opened, then we have to select this first option, local instance MySQL, okay, and then here you have to enter password. This is the same password that was created while you were creating or installing your database, okay. So the same password will be entered here, okay. I will enter my password and you will enter your own password. So this is next window, and here you have to create new database if you have not already any database, okay. So here you have to type a query, create database, and then you can use any name for your database, okay. For example, books, okay, and then you will click this execute button. So this database with name books will be created successfully, okay. Then you have to connect with this database, okay, or if you have already database and you have to connect with that existing database, then you have to click this button, okay, and then connect to database, okay. So here you will enter name of your database, and name of my database is record, okay. So here I will click okay, and next, this is a new user interface, and here I have to write a query to create a table inside this record database, okay. So here I will use a query that is create table. Here you will enter the name of table, so I will set name of table books, okay. You can use any name, and then here I have to create columns inside this books table, okay. So first should name, okay. So name should string type. So here I will choose val, char or varchar, okay. So next, here you have to define size of this column, okay. So here I will set 15, and next, here you have to add edition, okay. So if the book is first edition, second, third, you can add according information, okay. So here I will use edition, okay, edition, and here its type should varchar, okay, or varchar, and then here you will enter, I will enter the size, so I will enter 12, okay, 12 is enough. And next, here I have to add price. What is the price of this book? So here I will create a column with name price and with type integer, and here I will pass size value, so I will set 8, okay. And next I have to add quantity, okay, quant. Here I am adding quant, okay, quant, and here I will set size 8, okay. So now this is name column, second edition column, third price, and fourth is quantity, okay, for quantity. So this is a table with name books and containing these 4 columns. So now I have to create it. I think I have any problem, like here I have to define its type, so it should string type, okay. So here I will choose varchar, okay. So now our error is removed, and now I have to execute this query to create this table, and we have created successfully this books table, okay, with these 4 columns. Now we have to start our Python Tkinter code. So first of all, I have to create or use a folder, okay. So I have already created a folder with name Python projects. So I will open that folder that exists in my new volume E, okay, and this is Python projects folder, and it contains these files, but you have to ignore these files because we have to create new file. Okay, so now I have to use VS Code as a code editor. So now I have to open VS Code. So you can select this address bar. Okay, and here I have to enter CMD. Okay, to open command prompt, and this is our command prompt. And now I have to enter a command line, that is code space dot, to open this VS Code. Okay, so now VS Code will be opened in this directory. Okay, because we have to create our file in the same directory, so that's why I am opening it in the in this directory. Okay, so these are some of my files. I will close them. Okay, so now I have to create new file. So here I will click on this explorer option, and these are my that existing files, but I will ignore them, and I will click on this new file option. Okay, and here I will uh, enter a name for this file, that is bookstore. Okay, so this is file name, and now I have to add extension for python.py, and here you can see that icon for Python is added. Okay, and now I will press enter key, and here you can see bookstore.py. This file is created successfully, and now I will hide them. Okay, so next I have to define class. Okay, so here I will use class keyword, and then I can choose any name for my class. For example, I can use book. Okay, and then here I will use semicolon, sorry, colon. This is colon, not semicolon. And every class contains a constructor. Okay, so here we have to define constructor for this class. Okay, so use double underscore init or initiate, and again double underscore, and inside these parentheses I have to pass two arguments. First is our self. Okay, this is our object, and then here we will use second root. Okay, you can use any other name instead of root, but we use it commonly, so I am also using this root. Okay, so here I have passed two arguments, and next here I have to initialize this self root. Okay, self dot root, and now I will initialize it with root. Okay, so now I have to create a user interface window, and then I have to define an object for this class. Okay, for this class. Okay, and then I have to access main loop function, that is in fact our main function. Okay, so here I have to create our user interface window. So first I have to import Tkinter, because this main window is widget of Tkinter. So if we have to use it, so first of all I have to import Tkinter. Okay, so here I will import Tkinter as tk. So this tk is alias. You can use any other character or string. Okay, and then here I have to access main window from Tkinter. Okay, so here I will use root. Okay, now this is root, and then here I have to use tk, this tk. Okay, now it will be used as an object, tk dot tk. Now this tk is our main window. Okay, so we are assigning this to this root. Okay, and then we are initializing this self root with this root. Okay, so in this way we will always use this self dot root to apply any style and other things for this main window. Okay, so next I have to define object for my book class. Okay, so here I will set object. Okay, and then you can use any other character or string, and next here I have to use book, that is class name, and then I will pass root. Okay, as an argument, and next now I have to use main function. Okay, so root dot main loop. This main loop is our main function, and it is used to handle all events, and it is a handle it is used to execute our project. Okay, so next I have to set a title for my main window. So self dot root, okay, and then title. I will call this title method to set a title for our main window, and here I will set a title bookstore. Okay, bookstore, and now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. And after a small while, if we have no any error, so this is our output. Okay, and this is our title bookstore, and this is our main window, but its size is very small. We have to adjust the size. Okay, so I have to set its size according to the size of our device screen. Okay, so first I will get a size of our screen, and as you know that a size always exists in width and height. Okay, so first of all we will get width of our screen. So here I will set a global variable or declare a global variable with name width. Okay, so now when we are using self dot with width, now this width variable is global. Okay, if we will remove self dot from here, then this width is a local variable. Okay, but now this is a global variable, and here I will get width of my screen. Okay, so here I will use self dot root and then dot w info. Now I am accessing or calling this w info method. Okay, this w info method returns us any value of any widget. Okay, so now I have to get value of screen width. So here I will define screen, okay, width. So in this way, this function will return us width of our screen, and we will assign this value to our global variable with name width. Okay, so next we have to get height of our screen. So self dot height, and then self dot root dot w info to get information of any widget, and now we will get information of screen height. Okay, so now we are getting height of screen, and then we are assigning it to our global variable with name height. So next we have to adjust the size of our main window or user interface window according to this width and height. Okay, and self dot root and dot geometry. Okay, geometry. So this method is used to adjust size of our screen, sorry, our main window. Okay, so now here I will use formatting string. So I am using here formatting string because this formatting string can carry string value and variable value. Okay, so first I will get variable value that contains width. Okay, so here self dot width. Okay, and here I will use this cross sign. So it means next I will get self dot height. Okay, self dot height. Now it is width by height. Okay, and then here I have to create it from first row. So here I will add plus 0, and from first column, so again plus 0. Okay, so it is for first row and it is for first column. Okay, so now I will save it and then I will execute it, and now let us see that what will happen. Okay, so now this is our output, and as you looking that our this user interface window is according to screen size. Okay, I mean if width of our screen is 500, then width of our user interface window is also 500, and if the height is 300, then height of our main window or user interface window is also 300. Okay, so now its size is according to size of our device screen. Okay, so next I have to set a big title in our main window. Okay, so here I will set a title. Now you can consider it as an object or a variable. Okay, so here in fact you should consider it as an object. Okay, so here I will use tk. Now I am using this tk again because I have to get a widget or function of tkinter. Okay, so because I have to access a function from tkinter, so I have to use this tk and then dot operator. Okay, and as you know that dot operator is used to call any function from a class. Okay, so now we have to call a label function or label widget. You can use widget word for it. Okay, label. Okay, so now we are accessing this function from tkinter class. Okay, by using this tk and dot operator. So we have accessed this label widget or function. Okay, and now we have to create it inside our main window. So we have to define the proper place name, that is self.root. Okay, as you know that this is the object for our main window. Okay, so and also we can use it to access any function from our Python. Okay, so next I will create it inside our main window, and now I will set a text. Okay, text value by using text property. So now here I have to set a text, that bookstore management. Okay, bookstore management. So now this is our title, and then here I will use comma, and here I have to set a border for this widget. So I will use BD or border property. You can choose any of these given options, BD or border. Okay, so now I will select BD property and I will assign value 4. So this is our border size, and now I will apply a style for border. So I will choose a relief property. This relief property is used to apply styles. So now we have these 6 styles. You can choose any of these given options. So I will choose raised or group. Okay, I think group is better. You can choose according to your requirement. And next, here I have to set a background color by using bg property. Okay, and here I should use gray. Okay, so you can use any other color, but I am choosing this gray. And then you can also change font color by using fg property. Okay, so for example I will choose fg property, and here I will assign value. This was gray, and I think black is better. Okay, or cyan. I should cyan is better. So you can choose white, black, green, yellow, and any other. Okay, so next, this is our font color, and also I can apply font styles, font family, and font size. So for this I will choose font property, and here I have to pass values in tuple. Okay, when we are assigning more than one values for the single property, then we have to use tuple. Okay, otherwise you do not need for this tuple. So now here I have to choose font family. So here I can choose any style or any family. For example, I will choose N10. Okay, or elephant, or you can use any other. Okay, you can use Arial or elephant. I think elephant is better. Okay, so you can choose any value according to your desire. And next I will choose size. I will choose 40 size, and then I will set it italic. Okay, you can set it bold, underline, and extra. Okay, so now we have passed 3 values for the same property. Okay, that's why here we were using this tuple. Okay, so now I think this is enough, and I will go next. Okay, so now when we have to create it, then we have to use one of 3 methods. What are 3 methods? First is pack method, third is place method, and third is sorry second is place method, third is grade method. Okay, so when you have to create a widget, then you have to choose one of these 3 methods. Okay, so here I will choose pack method first. So I will choose this title and then pack method. So why pack method? I will explain. Okay, so this pack method provide us site property. Okay, and by using this site property we can create a widget in a specific site or in any required site. Okay, for example, I have to create this widget that is a label in top of our main window. Okay, so here I will choose top. Okay, so now I want to show you. I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, so now here you can see this is our label and this is in the top. Okay, this is in the top of our main window. This was a title that is created in our bar. Okay, and this is our a title that is created in our main window. Okay, but I have to fill it in x-axis or in horizontal. Okay, I have to fill it and I have to increase size of these fonts. Okay, and you can change also styles and font family and others. Now I will fill it in x-axis and also I will increase the size. So I will close this and also I will close the terminal. Okay, so here I will set 45. Okay, and here I have to fill it in x-axis. So here I will choose fill property. This pack method also provides us fill property. Okay, so I have to fill it in x-axis. Okay, so now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. And now you can see that our size is increased and now it is filled in x-axis. Okay, so I think it was easy to understand for you. And then I have to create two frames here. Here, first frame will be used to get information of a book. For example, book name, book's edition, book's quantity and price. And then other frame will carry information of this book. Okay. So now, and in this frame, we will able to search a book, to purchase a book, and we will able to create or insert new quantity in existing book and extra. Okay, so here first we will create two frames. Now this is simple. First I will create two frames. Okay, so now I will close this and then terminal and I will go next, and here I have to create two frames. Okay, I will comment out it. Okay, so this will first uh, frame that will get information. Okay, or it will be used to add a book. So I think its name should add frame. Okay, because we have to add a book by using this frame. So name of frame is add frame. Okay, so add frame. Okay, I have to remove square brackets and then assignment operator, and now I have to access frame from Tkinter. So here I have used tk dot operator and then I have defined the name of widget, that is frame. Okay, so I have to create it in our main window. So self dot root. Okay, and then here I will use comma. Okay, so next I have to set a border size by using BD property and I will assign value 5, and I have to set a style for border by using relief property and I will choose a red edge. And next here I will set background color by using BG or background color property. Okay, so here I can choose any value, for example a red, green, yellow and other, and I can use any other method that will simple and easy to use. Okay, so here I will define a function with name color. Okay, color, you can use any other name. So I have declared this function with CLR. In short, this will be read red as a color. So here I will pass some arguments. First is self. Okay, that will be used as an object for this function. And then here I will use R for red, G for green, and B for blue. Okay, and then I will use colon. And now this function will return us a formatting string. Okay, and as you know that formatting string can carry string value and variable value. Okay, so here we will use hexadecimal colors. Okay, so here I will use this hash sign, and then here I will use R for red, and then 0 to X. Okay, this is for red, and 0, sorry, G for green, and 0 to X. And in the same way I will use B for blue, and then 0 to X. Okay, now we are using this hexadecimal colors. Okay, so now here I have to call this function, okay, to set a background color. So here I will use self dot color, and here I have to pass a value for first red. Okay, so what is range of these values? So its range is from 0 to 255. It becomes total 256. Okay, so 0 includes in this range. So 0 to 255, you can use any value for first one, that is red. So I want to set red in minimum quantity. So here I will set 100 for red. Okay, and then I will use green in a medium quantity. Okay, so here I will use 140. Okay, and then I want to use blue in maximum quantity. Okay, so here I will use 240 for green, sorry, blue. Now this is a combination of three colors. Okay, but we are using 100 for red. Okay, it's mean that here minimum or lower or lowest value for red. Okay, this is lowest value of red, and then this is medium value for green, and highest value for blue. Now in the output, this blue will in maximum shade, and other will in minimum or in normal range. Okay, so here I have to create it, and now I will set or use place method. Okay, add frame dot place. Now I am using place method. Previous I have used pack method because I have to set it in a specific or required side. Okay, and then I have to fill it. That's why I have used pack method. You can also use here place method. Okay, and here I am using place method because this place method provides us with property, and by using this with property we can set width of this frame. Okay, for example, I want to assign 300 for width of frame, and then I can also set height of this frame, and I can apply 350 for height of frame, and also I can use padding of frame by using this place method, because this place method provides us x property, and we can set value for padding in x-axis or horizontal padding. Okay, for example, I can set 50 or 70. Okay, I will choose 70, and then here I will use Y for vertical padding. Okay, this was for horizontal padding, and now we will use vertical padding, and I will use value 100. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, and now in the output you can see this is blue, maximum blue, not fully blue, because we have used maximum value for blue. That's why here shade of blue is maximum. Okay, if we will use maximum value for red, then here we will see maximum shade of red. Okay, so in this way you can create new combinations, and you can retrieve new color. Okay, in the output. So now this is frame with 300 and with height 350. Okay, so you can change values, and here you will get this frame in new size. Okay, so now we have to adjust size according to our required size. Okay, so I will close it, and also I will close the terminal, and here I will remove this 300 from here. Okay, so I want to use any other method that will be very useful and easy to use. Okay, so here I will use this variable that contains total width. Okay, total width of our screen. I will use it here, self dot width. Okay, so now this is total width, but we have not to use full width. Okay, if I will create it in full width, then what will happen, I can show you. I will save it and then I will execute it, and now you will see this is filled. Okay, so its width is according to width of our screen. Okay, but we have to create it in 1/3 or in half of screen or in 1/4 of screen. Okay, so if you have to create it in half of screen, okay, so you can divide it by 2. Okay, so what will happen if I will execute it? Now you will see that now uh, it its size is according to half size of our screen. Okay, but I will divide it with 3, then it will become 1/3 of total screen. Okay, so its size will from here to, I think, here. Okay, I will divide it by 3. Okay, I will divide it by 3, and now what will happen, I will execute it. So now this is its width from here to here. Okay, now this is very simple and uh, beautiful trick. Okay, and now we have to set the height in the same way. So here I will use self dot height. Okay, sorry, self dot height. So now this is total height, but we have to decrease some value from total height. I will decrease 180. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute it, and then you will see, okay, this is our frame size. Okay, so now its width is 1/3 of total screen and its height is 180 less than total height of screen. Okay, so now in the same way I have to create second frame here. I will close this and I will close this. Okay, and next I have to create second frame. So here I will comment that. So I have to set comment according to our next word. So this next frame will be used to print information of any book. Okay, so here I will use word detail frame. Okay, detail frame. So that frame. Okay, so we have used detail, in short, that. And then here I have to create frame tk dot frame. Okay, and I can copy all these values from here. Okay, from here, and then I will paste them here. Okay, so now I am using same border size, same style, but I will change color. Okay, so here I will use this green in maximum. Okay, here I will use 240 for green and 140 for blue. Okay, and red will remain same. Okay, so now I will again use place method. Okay, detail frame dot place, and as you know that place method provides us with property to set width of this widget or frame. So I will use self dot width variable. Okay, that contains total width, and now I will divide it by 2. Okay, to get half of total screen, and then here I will get height. Okay, so I will use height property, and here I will use same height for the second frame. So self dot height minus 180, so height will remain same. And now we have to assign padding in x-axis. Previous we have used 70, now I will again use 70. Okay, and then for vertical I will use 100. Now I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, and now this is our second frame, and this 70 is its padding, but its padding is not perfect. We have to change value for our padding in x-axis. Okay, so we have to assign such a value that can set it here. Okay, because we have to show our first frame and this padding and a padding between these two frames also. Okay, so now I have to change a perfect I have to set a perfect value for horizontal padding. Okay, so here I will get width of our first frame. Okay, so here I will use self dot width divided by 3. This is width of our first frame. Okay, for example, its value is 300, so here we are assigning 300. Okay, so now we have to set paddings. So first padding for first column, that was used here before our add frame. Okay, that was 70, and then we have to set a padding between these two frames. It should also 70, so 70 plus 70 becomes 140. Okay, so now I will save it. So I am adding it with the total width of our this previous add frame. So I will execute it. Okay, and now here you can see it is created in a perfect position. Okay, so we have used 140. So 140, 70 was from here to here, and then 74 from here to here. This becomes 140, and we have used self dot width divided by 3. That is in fact value equal to this value. Okay, that value is equal to its width. Okay, so it becomes total self dot width divided by 3 plus 140. Okay, so now as you can see that this is our background color, and this was because of new color combination. Okay, so I think it was easy to understand for you. And next we have to use some more widgets, and we will use widgets here. Okay, because we have to get name of book, edition book, quantity, price, and others. Okay, so we have to add all these widgets in this add frame. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close the terminal, and I will go next. Okay, so now I have to work inside our add frame. So first of all, I have to set a title or label, that in this input field we have to insert book name. Okay, so this should name label. Okay, and tk dot label. And as you know that label is used to create a title or a label value. Okay, so here we can copy. Okay, we should not to use copy because it contains more properties, but we have to not to use these too much properties. Okay, so here inside this label I have to create this label inside our add frame, not in our main window. Okay, so here I will use this add frame. Okay, add frame, and then here I have to set text by using text property, and here I will set text that book name. Okay, book name, and here I will use a column. And next here I will use background color by using bg property. Okay, and I will use same background color that was used for our frame. Okay, I will copy this from here, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so now background color of this label and background color of our add frame is same. So now I have to set its position, and I have to create it, but here I have to use font styles and font size. So here I will use font property, and then here I have to pass values in tuple. So I will use font family Arial. You can use different family, and I will set size 15, and then I will set it bold. Okay, so next I have to set its position. So I will use grid. Okay, name label dot grid, and inside this grid, no, in fact this grid method is a layout, and as you know that grid layout contains rows and columns. Okay, so here this grid also provides us this row property. So I will create this label in first row, and I will choose column property. So I will assign 0 for first column. So now this is first column of first row. Okay, and then here we have to set padding. So this grid method or property, sorry, layout provides us pad x, okay, for horizontal padding. Previous place method was providing us x and y, but this grid provides us pad x and pad y, but purpose is same, that is padding. Okay, so pad x I will set 20, and for pad y I will set 30. Okay, so I will go next. In this way we have created one uh, label. Okay, and now we have to set input field in the front of this label. Okay, and label should book name, and here I will use self dot name because I have to get name. So here I am declaring a global object. Okay, this is a global object, and here we will use this global object is for a input field, that is entry. Okay, so name of this input field is entry widget. So we have to create it in our add frame, and then I have to set its border size. I will assign value 2, and I can set its width. I can set value 18. You will assign value according to your requirement. And next I will choose font property to set font styles and font size. So font style should Arial. I will set font size 15, and I can also set bold, and also I can skip it. Okay, so I think I should use 20 but not bold. Okay, so now I have to use grid layout once again. So self dot name. Why are using this self here, and why we are declaring this object globally? Because we have to use it inside different functions. Okay, so if it is global, then we are able to use it in inside any other function. Otherwise we cannot call or cannot use it inside different functions. Okay, so I have to use it inside functions, so I have to I declared it global. Okay, so self dot name dot grid. Okay, and for row I will use row property. Row will remain same, but column will be changed. Now column is second of first row, and pad x I will assign value 10, and for pad y I will assign value 30. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. And here you can see this is our book name label. Okay, this is our label, and this is our input field or entry widget, but its width is very large. So I can adjust it by decreasing font size. Okay, or decreasing its width. We can apply any of one of two methods. Okay, so i I will decrease here. Okay, I will decrease font size. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, now you can see it is in proper place. Okay, so this is our input field. Okay, so in the same way we have to declare some more, or we have to create some more labels and input fields in the front of labels. Okay, so I will close this and I will go next. Okay, here I will create one more label that will for edition. Okay, so edition label, and here I will copy all this code for this label from here. Okay, I will copy this, and now I will paste this right here. So now I have to change only this text value. Okay, so this is for book edition. Okay, book edition, or simply I can use edition. Okay, so this is only edition, and then I have to set its position. So sorry, edition label dot grid, I will use again grid layout, and here I will use row. Now our row is second, and column is first. Okay, column is first of second row, and then pad X I will assign value 20, and for pad Y I will assign value 30. And now I will create input field. So this should self dot addition. Okay, and then here I will use tk dot entry, and I will copy all these values from here, and then I will paste them inside this next input field. Okay, now I have to set its layout. So self dot addition dot grid. Okay, and then here I will use a row. So now row is second and column is also second, and pad X is 10 and pad Y is 30. Okay, so I will go next. Okay, so now I will use a new label. Okay, this will for price. Okay, so price label, and then tk dot label, and now I will copy this code from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here inside this next label. Okay, only I have to change text value. So this is for price, book price. Okay, I will go next, and now I will set its position. So price label. Okay, dot grid, and now a row should third and column should first of third row, and I will go next, and here I will use pad X I will assign 20, and for pad Y I will assign 30. Okay, so for the price I have to create input field. So self dot price. Okay, and then I will copy all this code from here. Okay, for input field, and then I will paste it right here. Now I have to set again layout. So self dot price. Okay, dot grid, and here a row should third. Okay, and column should second, and pad X 10 and pad Y 30. Okay, so now we have to create one more label for quantity. Okay, quant label, and now sorry, quant label lbl, and now I will copy this line. Okay, from here to here, and then I will paste it right here, and now I have to change this text value, and this is for quantity. Okay, and now I will go next, and here I have to set its layout. Okay, quant label dot grid, and now this is our fourth row. This should our fourth row and first column of fourth row, and then pad X I will assign 20, and for pad Y I will assign 30. Okay, now I will go next once again, and here I will copy all these two statements. Okay, I will copy, and then I will paste them here. Okay, I will change this name, object name. This is self dot quant, and this is also self dot quant. Okay, so now here we have to change only row number. Okay, so now we have created these four labels and input fields. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so now these are our labels and then input fields in front of these labels, and in the last we have to create a button. Okay, to add all this information in our database. So I will close it, and also I will close it, and I will go next. Okay, so next I have to create a button. This is insert button or add button. Okay, add button, and here I have to access a button from Tkinter. Okay, so now I have to create this button in our add frame. Okay, add frame, and I have to set a text on this button. Sorry, what is this frame? And here text. Okay, this is text property, and we can set any text. So I will use add book. Okay, so now here I have to set its width of button. I should set 20, and then I will set a border size. I will use 3 value, and then I will assign a value. I will choose raised. Okay, and then I will use font property, and I will choose Arial as a font family and size 20, and I will set it bold. Okay, so these are properties for button, and then I have to set its layout. Add button. Okay, add button, and then here, sorry, I should increase light. Okay, so add button dot grid. Okay, and here I will use row number. So row number is fifth and column is first. Okay, and then here I will use, this was column, and pad x should 40, I will increase, or 50, and then pad y I will set 30. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, and then here you can see this is our button, but our input fields are out of the frame because this button is occupying more space. So because of this button, our first column is from here to here. Okay, and all these widgets are in first column, and widgets in second column are out of the frame. So we have to merge two columns for this button. Okay, I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so here, where is our button? So here, this is button, pad y. Okay, I should change it. Here I will use 40, and here I will use 30. And then, so now we have to merge two columns for this button. I will use column span property, and I will assign value 2 for merging two columns. Okay, now I will execute it once again, and now you can see everything is in its proper place. Okay, so this is our add button, and these are our input fields. Okay, so now I have to create some widgets in our this next frame. Okay, so what are new widgets? First should our book name, input field for book name, second for book edition, then some buttons. One button for search, second for purchase, and third to add quantity. For example, we have to add quantity for any book. We will able to add quantity, okay, by using a specific button. So now we have to work inside our second frame. So I will close this, and also I will close the terminal. So now we have to work in our detail frame. So I will go next here. Okay, so now first I have to set a label. So this will for book name. Okay, so this is also name label. Okay, name label, or it can also name label 2. Okay, name label 2, and here, sorry, here I have to create label tk dot label, and here I have to set this label. I can copy this label from here. Okay, I will copy all these values from here. Okay, and then I will paste them inside this new label widget. So now I have to make some changes. So it will be created in our detail frame, not in our add frame. Okay, and then text quantity, here I will enter set book name. Okay, book name, book name. Okay, book underscore name, and then here I have to set its layout. Okay, other things will remain same, but sorry, here I have to change background color. So here we were using 240 for this frame. Okay, so here 240 and 140 for this blue in our detail frame. Okay, so background color of our input field, sorry, this label, and background color of this detail frame are same. and I will go next, and I have to set its layout. Okay, so name label 2, and here I will use grid layout, and then here I will use row property, and I will create this in first row, and column is also first, and pad x is 20, and pad y is also 20. Okay, so now I have created this label, and then I have to create input field in the front of this label. Okay, so this should self dot name2. Okay, you can use name2 because we have used name here. Okay, here no, we cannot use this self dot name again, so we will use name2. Okay, and here tk dot this is entry or input field, and then I can copy all these values from this previous input field. Okay, and then I will select it, and then I will copy it, and now I will paste it. So here I will change name of frame. This is our detail frame. Okay, so everything will remain same. Okay, this is extra uh, curly, sorry, parenthesis, and next I have to set its layout also, name to. Okay, and then dot grid, and here I have to use row property. So row is first, but column is second. Okay, and pad x is 10, and pad y is 20. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so here you can see book name and input field. And next I will create one more label and input field. So here I have to in fact create a combo box. Okay, because we will give some options, and user will select one of provided options. Okay, so here I will use option label, and here, sorry, I will remove this e once again, and now option label and tk dot combo box. Okay, combo box, I think this is part of ttk, but first of all I have to import ttk from tkinter. Okay, from tkinter. Okay, tkinter import ttk, and now I can use combo box. Okay, so where we were working here, ttk dot combo box. Okay, so we can access it by using ttk, and here we have to create this combo box inside our detail frame, and then here we have to use uh, width of this frame. Sorry, in fact this is label. Sorry, this is label. So tk dot label, first we will create label, then we will create combo box. Okay, so here we will use tk dot label, and we will create it in our detail frame, and we will set text value by using text property, and this should select edition or simple edition. Okay, edition, and then here I will set font family and all, and also I can copy all these values from here to save our time. Okay, so I will copy all these things from here. Okay, so now I will select it, and then I will copy all this, and then I will paste. Okay, so book name, and now this is our next option or label, that is edition. Okay, edition, when we have to search a book, then we will enter name of book and then edition of book. I mean first edition, third edition, and is this available or not. So option label. Okay, dot grid, and I have to create it in first row, row first, column third. Okay, this label was in first column, this was in second column, and this should in third column. Okay, and now pad x 20 and pad y 30, 20. Okay, 20. Now I have to create input field or option box. In fact, this will option box, and that is called combo box here, and this will self dot option. Okay, opt, and we can type option. Okay, options, and now here I will use ttk dot combo box. Okay, combo box, and now I will create it in our detail frame, and I will set its width 17. Okay, or 16. Okay, 16 is enough, and then here I will set its border by using bd property, but we cannot use border here. Okay, and then we can set font styles by using font property. I will use Arial, and I will set it 15. Okay, and I think this is enough, and I will uh, set some values. Okay, by using this values property, I have to pass values in tuple. So first value should our first edition. Okay, first edition, and then second edition, second, and third. We will add only these three editions. Okay, third. So first, second, and third, we will add these editions, and then we will set a by default value. Okay, self dot options dot set. Okay, and we will set a by default value that will select edition. Okay, select edition, and then I will save it, and now I will sorry, I have to set its layout self dot options dot grade. Okay, and now a row should third. Okay, here sorry, row is same, I mean first row, and column is fourth. Okay, this is third column, and now fourth column, pad x 10 and pad y 20. Okay, now I will save, and then I will execute to show you an output. So now this is our option box. Okay, select one, and this is occupying more space, so I have to adjust them. I will close this terminal and this terminal. Okay, so where is our first input field? Okay, so here this is our first input field. I will set it 16. Okay, and then here I can also decrease paddings. Okay, here I will set padding 10, and here I will set padding 5. Okay, also here I will set padding 10, and here I will set padding 5. Okay, I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, now still its width is large, and I will decrease width of this combo box. Okay, I will close this, and also I will close this, and now where is combo box? I will set it 14. Now I will save it once again, and then I will execute, and now this is perfect. Okay, so here we can choose any option. Okay, edition, first edition, second, third, you can choose any value. Okay, so next we have to create buttons. Here we will create buttons, but for this we will create first button frame. Okay, I will close this and also this. Okay, now after these input fields and labels, we will create frame. This is our button frame. Okay, button frame, and here tk dot frame, and then here I have to create this frame inside our detail frame, and then so this is frame inside our detail frame. Okay, and this is button frame, previous is detail frame, and here I will set its border by using bd property, and I will set border 3, and then I will choose relief property, and I will choose red edge, and next here I will choose background color by using bg property. Okay, and then here I can use any background color. For example, okay, so this background color, I will copy this background color of our frame, okay, detail frame. I will paste it here and I will make some changes. Okay, so here I will increase red color 140 and I will decrease green color, sorry, blue color. Okay, now I will also decrease this green. Okay, I will set it to 10. Now I am trying to retrieve a new background color. So here button frame dot place, okay, place, and then here I will use uh, width property. Okay, I will set width 50. Okay, and height, sorry, which should according to width of our this detail frame. So self dot width divided by 2, this is total width of our frame. Okay, minus 20. I will decrease some values. Okay, and then pad, sorry, height. I will use height property, and now I have to set its height. I will use height. I think 60 will enough. Okay, and then here I will set padding, pad x, sorry, x property for horizontal padding, and I will set 17. Okay, and for y I will set 20 or 15. Okay, we can change it. I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, so now this frame is created, but here we have to increase the padding. So I will increase padding. Okay, so sorry, I should increase padding. So here I will set 60. Okay, save and execute and then see what will happen. Okay, so now here you can see this is our frame and we have changed background color. We have changed value. So this was a new combination and we retrieved a new color. Okay, so here I will decrease some padding for x-axis. I will set 15 and now I will see once again, is this looking beautiful or not? Still I have to change. Okay, I will set 13. I will save and then I will execute. Okay, but still it is not perfect. Here for this frame I will set 10 or 11 and then we'll see. Okay, still not looking beautiful. Okay, so I think I should set 9. Okay, I will save and execute and now we will see. Okay, now it is looking beautiful. We can decrease one more pixel, but here this is looking beautiful. Okay, and now we have to create buttons inside this frame. Okay, so I will close this and also I will close this and I will decrease one more pixel and then I will increase some height. I will set 70. Okay, so now height is 70. I will go next and I will create buttons inside this frame, in this button frame. Okay, so here our first button should search button, and here tk dot button, and I will create this button in our button frame. Okay, and then I will set text on button. So here this will for search. Okay, and then next here I will set its width. Okay, I will set its width 12 or 10 and now I will set its border by using bd property and I will choose border. I think 3 is enough and I will use a relief property and I will choose erased. Okay, and then I will use font property and I will set family Arial and I will set size 15 and I will set it bold. Okay, now I have to set its position or layout. So search button dot grid, and now row should first, column should first. Okay, pad X should 20 and pad Y 10. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute it, and now this is our first button. Okay, it is looking beautiful. You can change its background color. Okay, but I think this is looking beautiful. So next we have to create some more buttons. This was for search. Second, to purchase any book. Okay, and one for show all and one for remove book. Okay, so I will close this and also I will close the terminal, and then I will copy all this from here. Okay, I will copy this and then I will paste this next. Okay, so this was search button, so this will show all button. Okay, show all or simple all button, so it will print all available books in our bookstore. Okay, all button, and then here I will type show all, and then here it will be created in our second row. Okay, I will save and then I will execute. Okay, so this is our second button. Now I will create two more buttons, one for search, second show all, third for purchase, and last for delete. Okay, or remove. I will close this and also I will close this, and now I will go next and here I will paste it. Okay, I will change button name, and this is for purchase. Okay, purchase button or PUR button. Okay, this is also purchase button, and I will change text value, so purchase. Okay, and here I will change column, so it will be created in third column, and now we will create one more button and it will for remove button. Okay, remove button, so here search button and I will delete it. Okay, del button, and then this is also del button. Okay, del button, so now it will be created in our fourth column. Okay, so now I will also change text value. Okay, so delete or remove. I think remove is better. Okay, remove. Now I will save and then again I will execute it. Okay, and now this button is out of the frame. I will decrease values. Okay, I will close this and also this, and I will decrease paddings. Okay, so I will select this pad X. Okay, I mean I am selecting a property with name pad X where value is 20. I will press Control plus Shift plus L. Okay, only okay, these are also selected. Okay, we have to select these only. Okay, so okay, I will change one by one button frame, and then this is our search button. Here I will add 10, and here also 10, and also this 10, and then this last one is also 10. Now I will save and then execute. Okay, now let us see. Now this is perfect. Okay, here we can search, we can print all books, purchase, and we can remove. Okay, so we can perform all these operations. So here when we will enter a name of book, then we will click search button, and then when we will click search button, it will print information of this book here. So here we will create a new table or tree view widget that will carry information of our book. Okay, so here we have to create a new frame first, and that frame will carry a table. I will close this and also this. Okay, I will go next. Okay, here I will define a new function by using def keyword, and this should our tab function, or sorry, tab frame. Sorry, yes, tab function, because this is a function. Okay, and here we will pass self, and I will go next. Okay, and here I have to create a frame. So this is our tab frame. So tk dot frame, and here I have to create this frame inside our detail frame. So here detail frame, but this is an error because this frame, okay, detail frame object is local, and we cannot use a local object or variable inside other functions. Okay, so here we have to make it global first. So I will select it, and then I will press Control Shift plus L. Now all detail frames are selected. Okay, so now I will add self dot with it. Okay, self dot. So now here I will use comma, and then I will uh, this frame, and I will set border by using BD property. I will set border 4, and then I will choose a relief property, and here I will select last one sunken. Okay, and then I will set background color, but here background color is not necessary because it will become white when we will create our table. Okay, but we can apply also. So here bg property, and here I will use cyan. Okay, and now I have to use place method. So tab frame dot place, and here we have to set its width. Okay, and its width should, because we have to create it inside our detail frame. So first we will get width of our detail frame. So self dot width divided by 2. This is total width of our detail frame, and I will decrease 40 from it. Okay, and then height. So height, first I will get height of detail frame. So height of detail frame is self dot height minus 180. Now I will decrease some more pixels from this. Okay, I will decrease 380. Okay, 380, and then I will use X property to set horizontal padding, and now here I will assign a value. So for horizontal padding I will use 17, and for vertical padding I will set 120. Okay, you can assign value according to your requirement, and now we will see that how is this frame. I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, and frame is not created. Okay, sorry, we have to call the function because we have created this frame inside tab function. So here when we will call tab function, then this frame will be created. Okay, so here self dot tab function. Okay, tab function, and now this will be created. Okay, because we are calling function. So I will press this execute button. Okay, so now I will increase padding. This is our frame, and we will increase padding. I will close this, and here I will set it 160. Okay, and now I will save it, and then I will execute it, and we will see. Okay, so here we should increase height of this frame, and we should decrease this padding. Okay, so I will close this and also this, and here I will use 150. Okay, and then here this is padding, and we will increase height. Okay, so here I will set it 350. Okay, I will save and execute, and now you will see output. Okay, so now this is our frame, okay, that will carry our table. So this is our padding from here to here 150, okay, 150, and this is 17 from here and here, and our border is also occupying some space or place. So we have created a frame, and then we have to create a table inside our this frame. I will close this, and also I will close the terminal, and then we will create first scroll bars, then we will create table. Okay, so here I will create object for scroll bar. Okay, x underscore scroll. So here tk dot scroll bar, and then we have to create this inside our tab frame, and then we will use orient property. Okay, and we have to set its layout horizontal. I will go next. Okay, and I have to define its side. So here I will use x scroll dot pack, because this pack method provides us side property. Okay, and side we will set bottom, and then here I will use fill property, and we will fill it in x-axis. Okay, and in the same way we will use, or we will declare object y underscore scroll and tk dot scroll bar. Okay, and it will be created in tab frame, and we will use orient property, and we will assign vertical. Okay, and then I will set its position. So dot pack, and here I will choose side property, and I will set right. Okay, and then I will fill it in y-axis. Okay, I mean I will fill it vertically. Now I will save, and then I will execute to show you output, and here you can see we have created two scroll bars, one for bottom and one for this right side in vertical. Okay, and now I will close this and this. So next we have to create table. So here first I will set global object self dot table. You can use different name, and then I have to use ttk and then tree view. So this is tree view widget that will be used as a table. Okay, so tree view, and then here we have to create it inside tab frame, and then here we have to set these scroll bars with this table. Okay, so here we will use x scroll command. Okay, and then for x scroll command I will assign x scroll and then dot set, because we have to set size of this scroll bar according to size of our table. I mean this will set according to number of columns, and then we will set our next one y scroll command, and then y scroll dot set. Okay, now its size will be set according to number of rows. Okay, and next I have to create columns. So here I will use columns property, and I will use tuple, because I have to assign more than one values for this property. So here I will create some columns. So first is name. Okay, second is our edition. Okay, edition. Third is our price, and last one is our quantity. Okay, quantity. So I have created these four columns, and it is not necessary to set column names according to names of our uh, columns in our database. Okay, so it can different. And now I will use pack method self dot table, and here I will use dot pack, and now I will use fill property because I have to fill it. Okay, fill property, and now I have to fill it in both sides. Okay, and then I will use expand property, and I will assign 1, so it will be completely fit in our this frame, okay, tab frame. And now we will see, first I will save it and then I will execute, and then we will see that what is output. Okay, so now its size is set according to number of columns. Okay, and it is set according to number of rows, and because no one row is existing in this frame or table, that's why here no this scroll bar is active. Okay, when we will insert number of rows, then it will also active. Okay, so here these are our columns, but here you are not able to see any value because still we have to set their headings. I will close this and also this. Okay, so now here I will set their headings. So self dot table, okay, and then dot heading. I will access heading method to set their headings. Okay, and first is name, and now here I will use text property and I will assign book name. Okay, book name or simple book. Okay, and I will go next. Okay, here self dot table dot heading. Okay, now this next is edition, and here I will use comma, and then I will set text property, and then here edition. Okay, edition, and next I have to set our price column. So self dot table, okay, dot heading, and then here I will use price, and then I will set text by using text property. So price, okay, and now I have to set last one self dot table, okay, dot heading, and then here I will use, sorry, I will remove this parenthesis from here, and here this last one is quant, okay, and here I will use comma, and then I will use text property, okay, and now here I will set quantity value, okay, quantity. Now I will save and then I will execute. So let us see what will happen. So here you can see these are our columns book, edition, and now I will move them, but they are not moving, okay, because still I have to configure this scroll bar. We have set size according to number of column, but still we have to configure it. After configuring, we will able to move these columns with the help of this scroll bar, okay, and we will remove this empty column from here. So first I will remove column. So here I will go next and self dot table, and here I will set square brackets and then show, and I have to show only headings, okay, headings. So next I have to configure our scroll bars. So here I will use x scroll dot configure, and now I will use command property, and here I will use self dot table and then dot x view. It means that when we will move it in x axis, then our column will also move in x axis. Okay, so this is for x view. So in the same way we will set y scroll dot configure. This y scroll is not active because we have not inserted so many rows. Okay, when we will insert so many rows, then it will become active. Okay, so here command and then self dot table, and it will uh, give a command for y view. Okay, so y view. So now I will save it and then I will execute it once again, and here we can move them now. Okay, so they are moving, and our empty column is also removed from here, and these are our next columns book, edition, price, and quantity. Okay, and we can move them. Okay, so next we have to make functional all these buttons, but first we will make functional this button. Here we will insert values, and when we will insert move this values, then we will click this button, and when we will click button, then all this information will be inserted in our database. Okay, so we have to make this functional. So I will close this and also this. Okay, so I will go next. Here I will define an other function. Okay, so this will for inserting values. So def and insert function. Okay, this is our insert function. I will pass self as an argument, and I will go next, and then here I have to uh, get all these values from input fields. Okay, and I will use their objects. Okay, and here you can see these are our objects: self.name, self.edition, and self.price, and self.quant. We will use them. Okay, so here first I will get name. Okay, so name, and here I will use self. Okay, dot name dot get. Okay, I will use this get method to get information inserted in input field. Okay, and next I will get edition. Okay, so edition, and here I will use self dot edition dot get. Okay, so here we are getting values from input fields, and we are assigning them to these variables. Okay, so next I have to get price. So here I will use price and self dot price dot get. Okay, and in the same way we have to get quant. Okay, quant, so qu and set self dot quantity. Okay, quant dot get. Okay, so we are getting all these values from input fields, and we are assigning to local variables. Now these are local variables because we are not using self and dot with them. Okay, so next I have to set a condition that if all input fields are initialized or skipped. So if all input fields are initialized, then these variables are also initialized. Okay, if these variables are not initialized, then it means that our input fields are skipped. Okay, so here if name if name is initialized, then okay, then check edition. Okay, if edition is initialized, then okay, and then check price. Okay, if it is also initialized, then okay, and then check qu. Okay, for quantity. If all input fields are initialized, then okay, otherwise we will print error message by using else. Okay, else, and we will use a message box, but first we have to import message box from Tkinter. Okay, so here I will use from Tkinter. Okay, import message box. Okay, so I have imported message box, so I can use it here. Okay, message box dot show error. Okay, it have its types, so we are using error. And now also here we can set warning. Okay, warning, and here we will set a title warning. This is title for message box, and here we will set a string that please, okay, fill all input fields. Okay, we will print this message by using this message box. Okay, if any of these input fields is skipped, if all are initialized, then what will we will do? So here we have to uh, change types of these two variables. Okay, because these input fields are returning values in type string. Okay, but our price and quantity uh, are integer type in our database, so we have to convert them in integer. Okay, so here I will use price, okay, and then here I will call int function int, and I will pass pri in this function. So this function will convert it into integer, and we will assign this converted value to price. Now this is integer type, okay. So in the same way we have to change quantity. So get quant, okay. Here I will use int, and then I will pass qu. So we will convert it from string to integer, and we will assign it to quant, okay. So next, here we will use try block, okay, try and catch. So here in Python we use accept, okay, accept exception as e, okay. Here you can use any other character or value, and here we will throw or print message, okay. So that what is the exception. So here I will use tk dot message box dot show error. Here we will print error, okay, and we will set title error, and here we will print our error that exists in E. So here I will use formatting string, and no, you can use only this E also, okay. So this is also correct, and you can use also formatting string, and here I will set error. This is part of string, and then we will print error that is in E, okay. So inside our try block, this was accept block. Here we have to connect with database, okay. So to connect with database we can define a function, okay. So here we will define function for connection with database. So here db function, I will set name database function, okay. I will pass self as an argument, and then here I will set a global object self dot connection. This is for connection, and here I will use py mysql, but this is an error because I have to import it, okay. So import py mysql, okay. I have imported, and I will go next. Now here you can see our error is removed. In fact this is extension, okay, for our python and mysql, but still if you have an error then you have to install extension. How can you install? You will open terminal, okay, terminal and new terminal, and here you will execute a command line. So here I will use pip, sorry, it is not responding, and no, here I will use pip, okay, install, and then py mysql, py mysql. So when I will execute this command line, then our extension, this py mysql will be installed successfully. Then you will not face any problem, okay. So now I will access connect method, okay, because we have to connect with database, and here we have to pass some arguments. First is host. Now we have to tell our host. So by default our host is local host, okay, and then user. So by default user is root, and next this was user, and after user we have to provide our password. So here I will enter my own password, and you will enter your own, okay. And next I have to define our database name. So database, and here I will set name, that is record, okay. So now I have uh, this method to connect with database, okay. So next I have to set a cursor. So self dot cursor, this is object for cursor, and we will access cursor self dot connection dot cursor, okay. So now this is our complete function. We can call this inside our try block, okay. So here I will use self dot database function I am calling our function, and next I will execute our query to insert these values in our database. Okay, so here I will call our cursor self.cursor, and we will access execute method that is used to execute our queries. Okay, so here I will insert all these values in our database. So here I will use insert query. Okay, insert into table name. So table name was books. Okay, insert into books, and here I have to define columns name. So column names were first name was name. I can see from our this MySQL workbench. So name, edition, price, and quant. These are our columns name. So name, edition, price, and quant. These are columns name. Okay, and then we have to pass values for this column. So here we will use some placeholders. We have 4 columns, so here I will use 4 placeholders. Okay, third and fourth. So these are placeholders that will contain values. Now we have to pass actual values. So here we will pass values in tuple. So use comma and then define the name of your local variables containing these values. Okay, so first is name, second is edition, edi. Okay, so your order will remain same according to this column order. Okay, so name, edition, and next is price. So this is our price with type integer, and quant. Okay, here I will use quant. Okay, so now we are inserting all these values. Okay, so I will go next, and I have to call commit method self.connection.commit. When we have to make some changes in database, then you have to commit it. Okay, so this is a law from our database that you can make this change in database. Okay, if you will not use this commit method, then you cannot insert it in your database. Okay, when you have to insert or delete or update the table, then you have to commit it. Okay, if you have to execute select query, then you will not use this commit method. Okay, so now here when all this information is inserted successfully, then we will print a success message. Okay, tk dot message box dot show info. Now it will print information. So here we will set a title success. Okay, success, and here we will print message that here I will use formatting string that book, and here I will print the name of book. Okay, that exists in name variable. Okay, book is added successfully. Okay, added successfully in store. Okay, so we will print this message, and then we will insert these values in our uh, table or tree view widget. So first we will get information from database because we have inserted in database. So now we will get from database. Okay, so here I will execute one more query self dot cursor dot execute. So this is select query. Okay, select all from books table. Okay, where here I have to use where clause because I have to select only one book. Okay, and then I will print or retrieve. Here I am retrieving, so I will retrieve all information of that filtered book. Okay, so select all from books table where name, this is column name. Okay, where name is equal placeholder, sorry, equal placeholder. Okay, and we will assign a value that exists in name variable. Okay, so now we will get this row in our local list. So here I will declare a list with name row. You can use any other name, and here I will use self dot cursor, okay, dot fetch one. Here I have to fetch one row, and then okay, fetch one, and then we have to print it inside our preview widget or table. So first we will delete if that table is containing any row, and then we will insert. Okay, so here I will use self, okay, dot table, and then I will make a gap. Okay, self dot table dot delete, and we will delete all from our table. Okay, this table is preview widget, not table in our database. Okay, so delete all self dot table dot get children. Okay, it will get all children, I mean information of all columns, and then we will delete it. And next we will insert new row in our preview widget or table. Okay, self dot table dot insert. Okay, so here I will use a white space, and then tk dot end. It will return us last value, but there is no any last value still. And next I have to use values, and I will use here a row. This is the list that contains values in it, okay, in its indexes. So we will print all this information in our table. Okay, so here our work is completed. Only we have to close our connection with database. Okay, so self dot connection dot close. Okay, so this is our responsibility to close this. Okay, so now this is insert function, and we will call this function. Okay, when our insert button or add, yes, this is add book button, will be clicked. So here I will use command property, and I will call the function self dot insert function, and then I will use comma. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it, and here this is our output. Okay, so now I will enter name. Okay, so here book English, and edition, first edition. Okay, first price, here I will enter price. So price should $10, and quantity I will add 12 books. Okay, and I will click add button. So book English is added successfully in store. I will click OK, and here you can see information of this book is inserted in this table. Okay, so this is all information of this book. In the same way we can add some more books, but for this we have to remove this previous values. So we can do this automatically. Okay, for this I will define a function. Okay, so I can define function, but I can also do all this here. Okay, here, so first I will use self, okay, dot name, okay, self dot name dot delete. Okay, delete, and I will delete from first to last. Tk dot end. Okay, tk dot end, and then I will delete self dot name. Sorry, second is our edition. Okay, edition dot delete. Okay, from first to end, and then I will delete next self dot price. Okay, dot delete, and I will delete from first to last. Sorry, tk dot end. Okay, and now in the last self dot quantity dot delete. Okay, and here 0 to tk dot end. Okay, Now it will delete all our input fields. So I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay. So now here this is book name. So here I will enter physics. Okay, physics and edition second. Okay, second, and here I will enter a price of $12 and quantity 20. Okay, I will click add button and book physics is added successfully. I will click OK. No value information is inserted and all values are removed. Okay, and if I will enter name, okay, book name, I will enter any book. Okay, and then here addition second or third. Okay, third, and here I will enter price. So price I can add any, and I will skip this last one. I will click add button and then this is warning. Please fill all input fields. Okay, because we were trying to skip this last one. I will click OK and now I will close this. Okay, and next I have to make functional this search button. So I will close this and also I will close this. So I will go next. Okay, here I will use def keyword to define a function. So next this will search function. Okay, search function I will pass self as a parameter. Okay, so next I have to get name and edition. Okay, name and edition of book. So here there is name. Okay, I will search where is our name 2 and where is options. Okay, name 2 and options we will use these objects. Okay, so here name. Okay, name self dot name 2. Okay, dot get, we will get this from input field and then here we will get edition. Okay, so option and then self dot options. Okay, sorry, self dot options dot get. So here we will get all options or only on a single that was selected we will get that selected option. Okay, and now here I will use try block, try and accept. I will copy code of this accept block from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. I will paste it here, and if we have any exception that will printed here. Otherwise we will go inside our try block and here we will call our function, database function. Okay, self dot db function. Okay, and here I will pass self as a, sorry, here we have not to pass this self. Okay, and next here we will call our cursor, self dot cursor. Now we will uh, get or call execute method. Okay, now here we have to execute our select query. Okay, select, sorry, select all from books table. Okay, and now we have to filter. First is name. Okay, where name, and here we will use placeholder, and here I will use and then edition. Okay, edition. So previous we were filtering name on the basis of name only here. Okay, but now we are filtering value or information or a book on the basis of name and edition. Okay, and edition is equal, okay, placeholder. Okay, so here I will pass these values. First is our name. Okay, name, and second is our option. Okay, so here this will be replaced or this will contain name and this second will hold option. Okay, So this is select query. So here we have not to use commit method. We have to get this row in our local list. Okay, I will declare a list with name row. So here I will use self dot cursor dot fetch one because it will return us only single row. Okay, fetch one, and then here I will copy these two methods from here. Okay, I will copy these two, and then I will paste these statements here. Okay, here, sorry, here, and I will set the position. Okay, and here we are deleting previous information from our table, and then we are assigning new information or printing new information. Here we can use also if condition, that if the name inserting is correct or not. Okay, so here I will sorry, set it next, and here I will use if condition. If a row, I mean that if this row list is initialized, then uh, our book name and edition is correct. Otherwise, our book name or edition is incorrect. Okay, here I will use else, and I will print error message here. Okay, so tk dot sorry message box dot show error or warning. You can use any of these two options, and here I will print error. Okay, and now I will print I will use formatting string, and here I will print that book. Okay, here I will print book name or edition. Okay, here we will set edition is incorrect or invalid. Okay, is invalid. So we will print this message. If everything is fine, our name and addition is correct, then this row is initialized, and we will delete previous information from our tree view, and we will print new information in that tree view. Okay, and then we will close the connection. So self dot connection, okay, dot close. Okay, so now I will call this function search function when our search button will be clicked. So where is our search button? I will find it in our detail frame, button frame, and this is search button. Okay, and here I will use command property and self dot sorry not state self dot search function. Okay, I will use comma, and now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so here I can search book. Here I will enter name English. Okay, I will select edition. Here I will select incorrect edition. Okay, we have only first edition. I will try to select second edition. Okay, I will click search button. So book English or edition second is invalid. I will click OK, and now I will select correct edition first. Now I will search it. Okay, now here you can see information of this book is printed in this preview widget. Okay, so now next I have to make functional this show all button. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close the terminal, and I will define a new function. So I will go next after search function. Here I will declare one more function by using def keyword. Okay, and this should show all function, and here I will pass self as a parameter, and then here I will copy. Okay, or I think I do not need to copy this because I have to show all. Okay, only I have to use try and catch block. Okay, try and accept block. So here I will use accept or even I can copy this from here. Okay, I will copy this and then I will paste this here. Okay, I will paste and I will go next. I will set it here. Sorry, show error. Okay, so now in the try block here I will call our database function self.db function. Okay, and I will go next and I will call our cursor self.cursor.execute. Okay, now I will execute query select all from books. Okay, now we will not use a where clause because we have not to print information of only single book. Here we have to retrieve information of all the books. Okay, so here I will not use where clause. Okay, so select all from books, so it will select all rows from book table. So here we will use data. This is local list. Okay, and here I will use self dot cursor dot fetch all. Now we have to fetch all rows. Okay, so next here I will use for loop. Okay, because now we will print more than one rows, so we have to use for loop for I in data. Okay, so in first iteration it will get first row. Okay, first row in our data and will assign to I. Okay, and then here I will copy all these two statements. Okay, for deleting or inserting values in our tree view. Okay, and here I will paste where is our for loop. Okay, this is for loop. I will go inside it and I will paste it here, and now I will cut this from here and I will paste it here. Okay, and here there is error on row. I will pass I here. Okay, so here what we are doing when we are getting all rows from our table in database. Okay, then we are deleting previous or existing information in our tree view because we have to insert new values. So this process is before the execution of for loop. Okay, so inside our for loop here, okay, we are inserting values, so it will insert first row in first iteration. Okay, if we have total 3 rows, so it will print our first row in first iteration, then in second iteration it will print second row, in second iteration it will print third row. Okay, so in this way we will able to print all rows in our tree view widget. So out of the for loop we have to close the connection. Okay, so self dot connection dot close. So remember that this statement is outside the body of for loop, not inside the body. Okay, so I will say I will call it show all function. Okay, so here we have to call show all search button and all. Here show self, sorry, I have to use command property and then self dot show all function. Now I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, and now this is executed. So I will click show all button and we have two books and this is information of all two books. Okay, if we will print multiple books, then it will able to print all information of books. Okay, so next uh, if a customer have to purchase a book, then we have to make this functional. Okay, so I will close this and also I will close the terminal and now I will go next. Okay, so here after show all I will define another function. Okay, so here I will define function by using def keyword. So this is for purchasing. Okay, purchase function, and here I will pass self as an argument and I will go next. Okay, now I have to get name and edition, so I can copy these two statements because these are same. Okay, I will copy them and then I will paste them here. Okay, so we are getting name and edition. Okay, and then here I have to use try and accept block. Okay, here I will use accept. I can copy this from here. Okay, and now I will paste it here. So now inside the try block, here I have to find this book first. So I will call database function self.db function. This is benefit of uh, defining this function here. Now we can only call the function and we can perform our any action. Okay, so now self dot cursor. Okay, and then dot execute. So now we have to execute query select. Okay, now we have to select quantity, price, and I think quantity and price is enough. Okay, so price, select price and quantity. So it will select price column and quantity column. Okay, from books table. Okay, and now we will use where clause to filter a specific book where uh, name is equal placeholder and okay and edition is equal placeholder, and here we will pass values in tuple. First is name and second is edition. Okay, option, sorry, option, opt option. Here you can see option and name. Okay, and we are getting them from self dot option, that is a combo box, and self dot name 2, that is the entry widget. Okay, so next, this is a select query, so we have not to use commit method. Select price and quantity from books table where name is equal placeholder and edition is equal placeholder, and then here we have to get this single row. Now it will return us a single row in our local list. Okay, so now here we have to get from database and assign to this list. Okay, self dot cursor dot fetch one. Now we have to fetch one row. Okay, and I will go next. So here a row, and we have to perform some calculations. Okay, first we have to print a bill that you have to pay this amount for this book. Okay, so here first I will print message, but I can also uh, perform a calculation. Okay, so first I think I should perform calculation. So here I will declare a local variable with name upd to I can read it as update. Okay, so now I have to update it. So here I will use row and second index of row because we were selecting two columns. Okay, so in first index it will carry price, and in second column, so second index, it will carry quantity. So here I have passed 1 for second column, so second index, that is carrying quantity. Okay, and we will set minus, okay, 1, and we will assign new value to this upd variable, but here I should set if condition. Okay, here I will use if condition because if a stock is available, then we can decrease one book and we can sell one book, otherwise we cannot sell any book. Okay, so here if here I can use if this quantity, okay, that exists in our row. First, second index of row, okay, second index of row is greater than 1, okay, is greater than 0, sorry. If it is greater than 0, then user can purchase it, otherwise user cannot purchase it, okay. So here I will remove this empty line from here, and here I will set a tab, okay. So now I am updating this row, okay, or quantity. So now I have to uh, insert, or if here we have to use else, that if this quantity is equal to 0 or less than 0, so then we have to use here else to print message that sorry, this book is not available in store, okay. Dot message box dot show warning, okay, warning, and here we will set sorry or warning, okay, warning, and here we will print message by using formatting string that sorry, okay, sorry book, okay. So here we have to print book name, okay, book of edition, okay, of, here we have to print option, and then edition, edition is no more available, okay, no more available. So this will print a warning message that sorry, this book of this edition is no more available, okay. And if this exists, then we will decrease one book from total books, and then here we have to print a message, but first we will update column in our database, okay. So here I will use self dot cursor, okay, and here dot execute, and now here I will print message, sorry, I have to execute query, that is update query, okay, update, and we have to update books table, okay, and we have to set quant equal placeholder, okay, where name is equal placeholder and edition is equal placeholder, okay. So now first we will assign value that is new or updated value, okay. For example, previous existing books were 10, and now we are subtracting one book. So now value in UPD variable is 9, okay. So here we will use UPD value to assign 9 as a new quantity, okay. So here we will pass values in tuple. First, we will use UPD that contains updated value, and then for name, I will use name variable, and for edition, I will use option. Okay, option. Sorry, OPT. Okay, and now this is update query that will make any change in our database. So here we have to use commit method, self dot connection dot commit, okay. So this is commit method, and here we will print uh, information of this book, because now information is updated, okay. So here I will execute one query, self dot cursor. So now we have to get updated information, okay. Cursor dot execute, okay, and then select all from books where, okay, where name is equal placeholder and edition is equal placeholder, okay. So here we will pass values in tuple. First is name, second is option, okay, option, OPT, Okay, so now we have to get this in a local variable. So I can copy all this code, sorry, in local list. Okay, we can copy this code from here. Okay, and then I will paste it in next column, sorry, function. So where is our function? Here I will paste it. Okay, so here we are fetching this one row, and then we are deleting previous information that is printed in our preview, and then we are printing new retrieved value in this preview widget. Okay, and then we will close the connection. Okay, so here self dot connection dot close. Okay, so now we have to call this purchase function when our purchase button will be clicked. Okay, so here where is our purchase button? PUR button. Here I will use command property. Okay, and then we will call self dot purchase function. Okay, so now I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, so now first I will show all the books. Okay, so price is 10, and also we have to print a message that you have to pay this price for this book. Okay, so here when our query is updated, okay, our table or column is updated, after that we will print this message. So where is our purchase function? This is our purchase function. Okay, so when we have called this commit method, after it we will use tk dot message box dot show info. Okay, and then we will set message success. Okay, and here we will print message by using formatting string. Okay, and here, sorry, here I have to use formatting string, and then uh, you have purchased, you have purchased, okay, purchased book. So here I have to print book name. Okay, that is in name variable of edition. Okay, so here I will print edition, that is in option. Okay, option edition of edition. So now we have to pay. So here I will use this backslash and n for new line, and then I will print that you have to pay, you have to pay. Now I have to print price. Okay, so here I will get price that exists in first index of row. Okay, so here I will use this curly braces. Okay, then row and first index of row. Okay, pay, and then here I will use dollar sign. Okay, dollar, and then okay, now I will save it and then I will execute. So now I will execute it, and here I will enter book name. First I will print all books. So English and physics. English is with first edition, physics is with second index, uh, sorry, edition, and price of physics is 12 and its quantity is 20. Okay, so its quantity is 20. So now I will enter name of book physics. Okay, and here I will select edition, so I will choose second edition, and now I will purchase this book. Okay, not supported between instance of str and int. Okay, I will close this. What is the problem? I will see. So this was our exception and we have to handle it in our purchase function. So I will see that what is the problem, and I think problem is in our update query. So update query we will see, okay, in purchase function. So update books, set new value here for quant column and name, edition, everything is fine. Then what is the problem? So here this is problem of type, okay. So it says our exception says that we are trying to uh, inserting integer value in string or string value in integer type column, okay. So here our this UPD is integer type because here we are performing calculation, but we will see in our workbench. So here quantity is varchar. Sorry, very sorry. So here quantity is varchar type. Okay, it should type. Its type should integer, not varchar. Sorry, it was our mistake while we were creating our table. So now I will drop this table. Okay, I will use semicolon, and now I will drop the table. Okay, drop table books. Okay, so now we have to drop it. I will select this query that will drop the table, and now I will execute it. Okay, so we have dropped the table successfully. Now I will remove this code from here, and then here I will change its type. Okay, its type should integer. Now I will execute this query to create table. So this table is again created. Now its type for this quant column is integer. Now I will uh, minimize it, and then here I will execute the project to insert new books. Okay, so I will execute this, and now here I will execute new books. Okay, so book name I will enter English because still no book is available. For example, if here I will try to search English, okay, English and edition first, so it will print error, okay, first. So now we will click search button. So book or edition first is invalid. I will click OK. So English and edition, here I will type edition, first edition, and price I will enter $10, and quantity I will enter 20. Okay, add book. This book is added successfully, and here this is information of this book. And now I will enter physics. Okay, and then edition, its edition should second. Okay, second, and price here I will enter price $15, and now quantity I will add quantity 10. I will add this book. Okay, now I will add one more book. So this should computer book. Okay, computer third edition. Okay, third edition, and price here we will enter price. So I will enter $50. Okay, and quantity I will add 10 quantity. I will click add book button, and now button this book is added successfully. Now we can click this button show all, and now here you can see these are all the books. Okay, and now if I will search this English book, so here this is information of English book. Okay, so now we will try to purchase a book. So here I will change the name of book. I will purchase physics. Okay, and I will purchase second edition, but I will search it first. Okay, so here you can see that its price is 15 and its quantity is 10. Okay, now I will purchase this book. Okay, you have purchased this book physics of second edition. You have to pay this $15. Okay, now you have to pay this. I will click OK, and now here you can see quantity is updated. Okay, now quantity is 9. So I will purchase one more book. then our quantity will become 8. I will purchase it, and now I have to pay $15 and quantity is 8. Okay, so now I have to make this last button functional. So I will close this, and also I will close the terminal, and I will go next. So here I have to define a new function by using def keyword. Okay, and function name should del function. Okay, and I will pass self as a parameter, and here I will use colon. Okay, so now I have to get name and so I will copy this code from here from purchase function. Okay, I will get name and option. Okay, I mean edition. So I will copy this, and now I will paste this right here. Okay, so next I will use try block, try and accept block. Okay, I will copy exception handling code from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so here we are handling our exception, and next, okay, we are catching and printing exception in fact. So next I have to remove this book from database. So here I have to connect with database by calling this database function. Okay, so next I will execute query self dot cursor. Okay, dot execute, and now I have to execute query that is delete. Okay, delete from books table where name is equal placeholder. Okay, and edition is equal placeholder, and now we will pass actual values. First is name, second is option. Okay, so now it is a change in database, so we will call commit method self dot connection dot commit method. Okay, so now when this information will be deleted. Okay, so now we have to delete information from our table also. Okay, for example, first we searched it, then we deleted, so its information should removed from our table. Okay, so here self dot table dot delete. Okay, all childrens of this table self dot table dot get children. Okay, so it will delete all this information, and here we will print message tk dot message box dot show info. Okay, so here I will print this title, and then I will print message by using formatting string that operation. Okay, or I can say that book. Okay, and I will print book name. Okay, of second edition or third edition. So here I will print edition name. Okay, and here opt edition from, sorry, book removed from or deleted from store. Okay, removed from store. So this message will be printed when we will click delete button or remove button. Okay, and then we have to close the connection. So self dot connection dot close. Okay, so now we have to call this function when our remove button will click del function. Okay, and del button, where is our del button? Okay, these are our buttons, and here I will use command property, and now self dot del function. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, and now here I will enter a book name, so I will enter English. Okay, first I will print all books. These are three books. First is English, and I have to remove this English. Okay, and I can search also. So English. Okay, and now I will select its edition. So still edition is first. I will search this book. So this is information of this book, and now I have to remove this. Okay, I will click remove button. So book English of first edition removed from store. When I will click OK, so information from database, sorry, tree view widget is also removed. Okay, so this was completed. Now we can test it completely. Here we will add a book. Okay, so now I will add book with name math. Okay, it's edition, second edition. So here I will use second. Okay, second, and price, I will enter price $20. Sorry, $20, and I will add quantity. So here I will add 15 books. Okay, now I will click add button. So now I will click OK. So this is added successfully, and here I will search specific book computer. Okay, computer, and I will search edition, third edition. Okay, and I will click search button. Now here you can see this is information of computer. Now I will print all books. So these are all books. Okay, so now I have to purchase this computer, one book of computer. So here quantity will be changed. Okay, so here I have to purchase it. Okay, now I have successfully purchased, and now quantity is 9. Okay, and then I have to remove it, or I have to remove physics. Okay, physics, and here I will choose its edition, that is second, and I will remove it. Okay, so now physics is removed from our store. I will click OK. So now all test was successful. So this is all about bookstore management system in Python Tkinter. I hope this video will be very helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like the video, then please share with your friends, and if you have not subscribed our YouTube channel, then please subscribe our YouTube channel right now. Thank you.